What is going on, guys? It is Ed here. Welcome for your Cardfight Vanguard news and reveals for the week of February 10th to February 14th. Got a lot of information to go over, so let's get right into it. First, I want to go over general news, so let's take a dive. Introducing the Bushiroad Summer Festival 2025. If you're brand new to Cardfight Vanguard or just Bushiroad games in general, it's typically a spring festival. But with the World Championship lining up in May this year, they have pushed the dates back to be between May and September this year for the Summer Festival. This is also our team format, meaning you and 2 other players get to team up to take on other teams of 3 for competitive prizes. What are the prizes, you may ask? Glad you asked. So as a friendly reminder, the format standard is held within a team format with 3 players on each team. All 3 players must have unique ride decks, meaning players may play the same nation as their teammates, but all cards in their ride deck must not overlap with any cards in their teammates' ride decks. That's why we've seen things in Japan where you see 2 Batman decks topping, but one played an Archetype ride line and one played an Ava ride line. It'll be best of 1, 30-minute rounds. The number of rounds will depend on numbers of players and schedule, but there will be a cap of 9 rounds. Top Cut will also be best of 1 with 30-minute rounds, and for the finals, there will be no time limit for the final match. Now going on to prizes. Participation prizes. There are over 80 cards you could get in this promo pack, so unfortunately, this promo pack only gives you 1 card, but it'll give you an FR of almost every ride line in the standard format. As you can see, you get the Smithy deck, you can see Kothi Blaze, you can see Varga. It's just their grades 0, 1, and 2 will receive FR variants. If you reach top 8 with your team, participants may receive either Type A or Type B prizing depending on their location. This is something new they're about to introduce, so please listen closely. If your location has premium at its location, because you'll either have premium or a Lyrical Cup, you'll receive the other set of prizes. So if you play standard day 1 and it's a Type A prizing event, if you play premium in day 2, you get the Type B. So Type A will be a energy generator crest that features Taizo, while Type B is the same but features Suo. Top 4 for the decks will be its new art for Dark State and one that features art for Brantgate. The champion card is, of course, the OTs that are on the mats. It's called Sword Emperor Dragon of Supremacy, but it is just the red OT because you can see the top line of text. This card's regarded as Spiritual King of Ignition, Veilnaught. I heard you asking, Ed, what's the Lyrical Cup? Lyrical Cup is where you can only play Lyrical Monasterio cards for different prizing. So the participation for this event would be FR ride lines of Lyrical units. It looks like they're starting with the girls who were introduced in Lyrical Set 3 of Overdress. Similar things, there's 36 cards, each getting their FR. This is the top 8 playmat featuring the red OT but in the Lyrical Girl form. So if you get top 4, you get the Energy Crest featuring Makoto Saito. And of course, the champion card is the red OT hot stamped for Bushiroad Summer Festival 2025. It is also important for you guys to know if you guys play premium in this event or the Lyrical Monasterio Cup. Unlike standard day 1, the day 2 events are single tournaments, meaning you do not play with your team. There's a bunch of activists, for lack of better phrasing, out there asking for them to change premium back to team formats, if it's possible, because we know the Lyrical pool is kind of small in terms of card sets, but premium, there's still a wide variety of decks that can be played, so we're hoping they'll make that change before we start the festival. Now let's move on to our card reveals. First, they announced that the Festival Booster 2025 has been announced and will go on sale in Japan May 16th. It will feature every nation in print so far. If you don't know what a Festival Booster is, it's typically our giant reprint set and gives us higher rarity cards at like 1 per pack. So it's something that's very worth it. But keep in mind, these are like also sold as half boxes, and they only have 3 cards per pack. They also announced they have not revealed the skills, but they have said that each nation will receive a 1/0 triple R rarity card, and these cards are labeled as normal units, but you can only play one of these cards in a deck. And they go in order, so far left starting is Dragon Empire, Dark States, Brandgate, Keter Sanctuary, Stoicheia, and Lyrical Monasterio. I'll be sure to keep an eye out for more information so I can give it to you guys first. They also announced there will be certain reprints in that set, so keep in mind, take this with a grain of salt, because this is for the Japanese broadcast that we're getting these information from, and most of the time, it's copy and paste what we get in the English product. But if you notice on the far right, they have Blaster Blade, the Vanguard, that has not been printed in English at all, but is also in Dear Days 2 fully translated and looks like it's ready to ship, so maybe this is where they'll actually include it, so that the people in the West may play it, even though it is about a year late. But Sydney for Bob Sagor is getting reprinted, the Goat for Chronojet is getting reprinted, and the promo for Orphist is getting reprinted. And the new cards they revealed is Pollution Monster, Popollute. Continuous in the Guardian Circle, if your Order Zone has a research, this unit gets plus 5k. Act in the Order Zone. Cost, bind this card. Choose a set order from your drop, put it into your hand, and if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Elder Glima, or you might know him as Batman, in its card name, choose up to one set order from your hand and put it into the Order Zone, which gets around, though you may only play one order per turn clause in the rules. Next is a Dolls promo that is pretty polarizing in Twitter, to be honest with you. Its name is For Now, Forget the Passage of Time. It is a set order for Dark States. Play this if you have a Vanguard with Direful Doll in its card name, and its first auto skill says, when this card is put into the Order Zone, look at the top 7 cards, choose up to one normal unit with Direful Doll in its name with a grade less than or equal to your Vanguard from among them, reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle the deck. If it's already in the Order Zone, it has an Act skill. If you have a Vanguard with Direful Doll in its card name, put this card into the drop, choose 2 cards with Direful Dolls with different names in your drop, and put them into your soul. This allows you to get a little bit more consistency in case you don't hit your certain dolls that you need to keep your soul in a good flow. And the fact that you can play this early at grade 1 makes it pretty good, but people say because it's not a doll card, you can't search it out. You would have to hard draw it, run it as a 4-elf potentially, and it may clunk up your deck, making it even less consistent than it already is. So let me know what you guys think about this card, whether you like it or not. I'm curious on what you guys are thinking. Spin Equipped Dragon Buzzsaw. This was a card they were teasing. It seemed like they overhyped the card in my opinion, but allow me to read it to you. Continuous. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Nirvana in its card name, this card gets all of the following. It has a skill, Axe skill from the drop. If you have a rear guard with Trickstar in its card name and you do not have a rear guard with the same name as this card, Soul Blast 1 and call this card to the rear guard circle. And at the end of that turn, retire this unit. Auto. When this card becomes an original dress, choose this card's outer dress units, and it gets plus 5k until the end of turn. Dragritter Zayed. Auto. When this unit is placed on rear guard circle from hand, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard, choose up to one normal unit without Sentinel from your drop, put it to the bottom of your deck. If you chose a unit, this unit gets plus 2k until the end of turn. A lot of my friends who play Premium are kind of enjoying this card, and it's what you can use it for other clans that fall within the Dragon Empire. Steam Maiden Ralsa. Auto in the rearguard circle. At the end of the battle this unit attacked, cost, put this unit into your soul, choose one of your rearguards, and it gets plus 5k to the end of turn. This is a Cardinal card. I forget which Cardinal one this is, but it has the skill of Act on the Rearguard Circle. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Orphis in its card name, cost, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, retire this unit, and you may call up to 2 Shadow Army tokens to the Rearguard Circle. Cardinal Draco Delco Manus. Auto. When this unit is placed on the Rearguard Circle from hand, if your world is either Dark Knight or Abyssal Dark Knight, you may search up for the one world card, discard it, and shuffle your deck, and this unit gets plus 2k until the end of turn. It also has the skill in the drop. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Orphis in its card name, Energy Blast 2, and bind this card and call Shadow Army token to the Rearguard Circle. Spinning Carola Reminisce. Auto. When this unit is placed on the Rearguard Circle with a token unit, That means you have to call this over a token, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to one with either glitter or an order card without Regalis from among them, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Then shuffle the deck. Auto in the rearguard circle. When this unit attacks a grade 3 or greater unit, if a token unit is on your rearguard circle, then this unit gets plus 5k until the end of battle. High Five! This card can be played from the drop, and you may play this with the cost of Counterblast 1. If you have a Vanguard with Divine Skill, this ability can be played without paying its cost. Bind this card, draw a card, choose a card from your hand, and reveal it. If the revealed card is a unit card with a grade less than or equal to your Vanguard, call it to the rearguard circle. If it is not, discard it. If you call a rearguard, if your Vanguard's grade 3 or greater, until the end of turn, that unit gets the red text, Auto. When this unit leaves the rearguard circle, choose one of your units and it gets plus 5k until the end of turn. And it also gains 5k power. And then the one that has been making memes on Twitter, Divine Sister Arroz con Leche, or Rice Pudding. This is a Vanguard Divine Sister, so now we can actually build a Divine Sister archetype deck in Cardfight Vanguard. Let me go over the skill for you. Act on the Vanguard circle once per turn. Cost, Counterblast 1, look at the top 7 cards of your deck and choose 2 cards with Divine Sister in their card names from among them and reveal them. Choose one of the revealed cards and put it into your hand, the rest of the revealed cards, and call the rest to the rearguard circle. So that means one of the 2. So it's not putting 6 cards on the board, just to be clear. It's check top 7, pick 2, one goes to hand, the other gets called. And put the rest of the unchosen cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. That might help you stack the deck in your favor, depending on your strategy. Auto in the Vanguard circle once per turn. When this unit attacks, Soul Blast one card with Divine Sister in its card name. Choose one of your rear guards with Divine Sister in its card name and stand it. And it gets the red text, Auto in the rearguard circle. When this unit attacks, this unit gets plus 5k power until the end of that battle for each grade of this unit. And at the end of the turn, put this unit into your soul, and it gains that skill until the end of turn. If you Soul Blast a card with the same name as this unit, for this cost, choose 2 cards instead of 1. And they told us some of the cards that might fit well into this deck, because these are all Divine Sisters, and you know who else is Divine Sister? Biscotti. Just saying. You might need to think about that. Now we can look ahead to next week. Next Tuesday, Yuna's voice actress Yuzuki Wataze will be appearing as a guest on the stream, and they'll be revealing cards from set 8, Knights of Rebirth. It's showing us Varga support, as well as a generic Dragon Empire card, which means it is possible that we are going to be seeing the new card that they revealed on the anime last Friday. And then, next Thursday, Vortex Dragon is appearing, and we are going to be getting an exclusive ride line on Thursday. So now we actually have a ride line instead of using Vergilia, like how people have been using in Dear Days for Otowa's deck, or deck boss. That's all the news we have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys next time.